Good morning, everybody. My name's Valerie. If you are new here to my channel, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Appreciate you guys supporting me and coming in and spending some time with me today. Today I'm doing another InstantPot meal. We are going to be doing beef stroganoff. And this is just something I've kind of watched on YouTube, a few YouTubers making this on with their Instapots and so forth. So I'm not really following either anybody's really like exact recipe. I'm just kind of making up my own here, and we'll see how it goes from there. Um, because I had some different ingredients than what they had, and I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna go for it and just try to do it the way I want to do it and see how it turns out. So that's what I do. I just kind of get a basic idea of how people do maybe a certain dish and so forth, and then I come back in my house and then I just create what I want to put in that dish, as far as ingredients and so forth, and it goes by a lot with what I have, and what's available for me to get. So it's early in the morning. I do this. It's like 7 in the morning. I have been up for several hours. I got some prep work done. I got some cleaning done. So yeah, I'm kind of running a little bit behind and get my cooking done today. But this is my day off, so I like to get my cooking done for the next week as much as possible. At least 2 to 3 meals of some type of pot meal or whatever it may be, that I can easily just grab and throw in the microwave, warm up, or throw in some dishes and take to work with me for lunches, and or grab out of the refrigerator for snacks and that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to become eating a little bit healthier. I don't know how healthy beef stroganoff is, but the really only thing that's processed that's in it is the noodles. And I get these. Hang on, let me get them. These are Essenhaus. These are Amish noodles. I live in the heart of Amish country, and so these are extra wide home style noodles. These are so good. I love these noodles. They're kind of a little expensive. They're normally like $2.50 a bag, maybe almost $3 a bag, and other egg noodles are a lot cheaper, but these are really worth the money. So that's what I'm going to be using today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I've seen a lot of people use like stew meat, which is fine and great, but I found this particular cut of meat for $5.46, and I found stew meats were a little bit more pricier than that. So I went ahead and got this, and this is comparable. It's a beef chuck steak, and it's boneless, so I'm going to cut that up into pieces. So I'm going to get my scissors, because I like to use scissors to do this kind of thing. And I'm going to get that done real quick right here. Pretty much everything else I got prepped. I got my mushrooms cut up already. I got my onion cut up already. I got, I think, all my ingredients out here ready to go. Let me get this thrown away. I've washed my hands already. So if you guys are wondering, I changed my view this time, and I hope this view, you'd like this view a little bit better. Let me know in the description below. Also, I'm in my jammies normally this time of morning, so I don't normally in my jammies, no makeup on, so excuse me for that, but yeah, I think I'm going to do like pieces like that, just kind of pieces like that. I don't want like super big ones, but I want to know that I got some meat in this. Maybe I should put that maybe in. Nah, keep them a little chunkier. And I've had beef stroganoff, and I've made beef stroganoff before, but I've normally, you can use like hamburger, or you can use turkey ground hamburger, that kind of stuff for your meat in it. And I've never really made it with, this type of meat. So we'll see. It's got some really good marbling in it. So normally if you get a good marble, it's going to have some good flavor to it. Let's hope for that. So how are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing well. We have gotten some snow here in Indiana. It started, I'm trying to think here, it started Wednesday night. I woke up and was getting ready for work and was taking Violet out, opened up the door, and there was snow. I have two steps out my patio door here, and there was snow all the way up both steps, So I think we got just a few inches, and then I worked Wednesday night, and then it just kind of lightly snowed all night Wednesday night, and then this is what, Friday morning now? Yeah, so Thursday, yesterday, last night was my night off, and I stayed up kind of late for me in the afternoon because I went and did my grocery haul yesterday. If you guys haven't seen that, I should link that below for you guys. That was my first grocery haul I've done. And I went to Kroger's and I went to Walmart. And I think I did pretty good. Now this meat I got at Kroger's and it was on sale. It was normally 9 something for the package, and I got it for $5.46, like I said before. And Kroger's normally has pretty decent meat. I've never had really major issues with any of their meat. So I thought, we'll go for it. I'm really picky on my meat because I live here in the Midwest, like I said, in Indiana. My grandparents had a farm. So we always had really, really good meat. My grandpa would raise, cattle and so forth, and for beef and meat and pork and so forth. They had pigs and everything too. So yeah, we always, even when we became adults, he'd raise it for the family, and then we put our orders in and how much we wanted and so forth, and then we'd have, put it in our freezers for the winter, and we'd have really, really good meat. So I'm very picky about meat. Just because I've had really good meat growing up, and you can taste the difference. I can taste the difference in meat nowadays. I normally like to go for like this type of meat. I normally like to go to my butchers, which is normally the ones I go to are Amish-based butchers, and they do things kind of the old way too. They do things the old way. You guys don't know what Amish are? I don't know how to describe them. You just Google it. Google it and you'll see. It's a way of life. It's just kind of the way of life. So this is pretty much fat right here. So is this. Well, that's got a little bit of meat on it. We'll leave that on. Let's just trim some of that fat off. I like to leave some of the fat on because that's what really gives your food flavor. That and bones. Bones, people don't realize how much bones give your meat flavor. It really, really does. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So let me get rid of this fat. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle some salt on it because I like my meat seasoned when it's cooking. Put some of that, and then put a little bit of pepper. I'm not a big pepper fan, but I think it needs a little bit of pepper. And then we're just going to kind of do this, kind of get it all over, make sure it's seasoned well. That's pretty much all fat. We're going to get rid of that. Like I said, I like some fat in the meat, and this is really pretty marbled, and that's going to be a good meat because it's got some good marbling in there. It's not going to be too tough, and it should be really good. Okay, so we got that. Let me wash my hands real quick. So anyway, then every time I seem to go outside and let Violet out today, it had like snow because I was like keeping my steps out here cleared off, and every time I go back out, they were covered again with snow. So yeah, we have been having snow off and on, and then I just took her out about 30 minutes ago, and bam, there she was again, or there it was again. More snow. So I don't know, we're getting it late this year. Maybe we really have lucked out. We have not had horrible weather this year. I think we've only had a couple snows really, and it's not been super cold either, so we've been really I've been thankful for that. And now all of a sudden, bam, we're getting some colder weather. So I hope it's just fluke, and hope it'll warm back up. So how are your guys' weather going for the winter? You know, you may be in a warmer climate, and if you are, be thankful. Okay, I am going to get my InstantPot going over here. I should have probably had this on. Let me get plugged in. Okay, and I hope you guys can see it. Let me kind of angle this a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to do a saute, and I'm going to make sure the light is on more, and let's let that heat up. We're going to get that heated up, and then we're going to start cooking. It's on. That tells us that it's on. So we're going to wait a little bit until it says hot. When it says hot, then we know that it's ready to go. It's ready for us to start cooking. I always wait till it says hot. Some people don't. Some people say they don't. They just wait till it heats up a little bit. I like to wait till it says hot, and then start with that. I'm going to get some measuring spoons real quick. And a knife to cut my butter, because we're going to do 2 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil, and then we're going to do a tablespoon of butter. I learned that little secret on YouTube, and it makes your food taste really, really good that you're frying. I just seen so many people doing that. I'm like, I wonder why we do that. And I was following a recipe one time, and tried it, and I thought, oh wow, that really gives a good flavor. Even if you're gonna like stir fry vegetables and so forth, that might be a good idea to do. I'm gonna try that. I want to try that with some zucchini and some squash, some yellow squash. So anyway, all right. We're going to take a break, and when it comes back and it's hot, we'll start cooking. So grab you something to drink, and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, guys, we're back, and my Instant Pot says hot, so let's get my oil in there. And I said I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil. Okay, and we're going to put another one in. Sorry, I'm in your review. Okay, and that's going to sink real quick. And before I start cooking, I always put a little bit of dishwater in my sink. That way I can wash things up as I go. And when I'm done, it's done. Okay, and then we're going to do a tablespoon of butter. Okay, we're going to let that melt and get nice and hot. Okay, now we're going to add the meat. We're going to add the meat in there, and we're just going to brown it up. I'm going to stir it up here and make sure it all gets kind of coated while we're doing a nice browning on it. Okay, well that's browning. I'm going to go wash my plate here. Yeah, I like to do it this way because, like I said, then when you're done, you don't have like a pile of dishes. They're all done. Don't only thing I really need to do then is dry them and put them away. But I do that, and that's no issue. And it kind of cuts down on how many I use too. So I just only find myself having to use a few things over here. And oh my goodness. My sister's been sick, so I'm going to try to get over there today and see how she's doing. I need to go across town anyway and get Violet some dog food. So, yeah, I'm going to be kind of running like I did yesterday. Yesterday I ran to Kroger's, which isn't too far from my house, but it's a little bit further than my Walmart. And then I also went to Walmart and got some groceries, got my groceries and stuff. And I really love doing that kind of thing. I love finding like the best deals on stuff on groceries, and it's like a challenge to me, and I love doing that. And I love finding things on sale, especially when they're on sale. It's like, whoa, yeah, cha-ching, cha-ching. So yeah, I'm quite cheap sometimes, but I'm finding that's coming into becoming a real asset for me now that I am living a debt-free life, debt-free journey. So yeah, I'm not debt-free yet, but I'm on my way. And I was so excited because this week I got paid, of course, and once again I actually made myself put money back and saving some money. So I feel good about having that money put away. It's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of like a relief, like, I don't have to worry, like, if something happens, I got a little stash that can help take care of me. And I guess it just lifts a lot of stress off of you. So yeah, and I feel good about myself for doing it. I feel really good doing this, this debt-free journey, and I feel really great doing it. And the budgeting and so forth, yeah, I'm really impressed with this whole system so far. I'm not like doing everything hardcore, because of the fact I was going to do everything exactly like Dave Ramsey said, but since that my job is in jeopardy, I still haven't found anything out yet, you guys, about that. I'm just still kind of concerned and worried about that. So we'll see on that. Okay, I'm going to pause you guys until this gets completely brown, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, the meat has browned, so I'm going to start taking it out of here. And I love these. I got these for Christmas, if you guys can see them. Got these for Christmas, my sister got them, and I love them. They're just really great to really get meat and churn meat and all that kind of stuff out of my InstantPot. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And they're also, I use them quite often for my air fryer too. So yeah, you're not burning your fingers. And they're like heavy duty. I mean, that's another thing I really like about them. Boy, this has gotten really, really juicy. There's some good juice to this. I've seen some people say, you don't have to cook it all the way, which I didn't cook it all the way, but some of them just, kind of lightly browned it. I like my meat brown. So yeah, I probably cook mine a little bit longer than what most people do. And that's the beauty of cooking at home, because you just can cook things and do things that you like, and how many times you go to a restaurant or something and everyone's like, oh, this is good, this is great and wonderful, and then you taste it and it's like, it was okay, but it wasn't nothing great, That's just because we all have different tastes. So yeah. Alright, next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my onions. I just took a medium onion and coarsely chopped it. You can see it's not that finely chopped. We're going to throw that in here. We're going to cook that up a little bit. Those are starting to heat up. I'm going to wash out my bowl here. I do have a dishwasher, but I rarely use it, guys. I really mainly wash things by hand anymore. I heard I save a lot. You can save a lot. You save a lot of money by not using your dishwasher. But probably if I had more people living here with me, I would use it. But with just me and Vi, I don't. Okay, we're going to let that fry just a couple more minutes. We'll be back in just a second. Okay, we're back, and the onions are pretty good. You just want to cook them until they're just kind of like start to turn translucent, whitish color, and then they're good to add your mushrooms. So I'm going to add my mushrooms. I only did 8 ounces of mushrooms, but I've seen some people do 16 ounces. It's just that's your choice again. If you want tons of mushrooms, go for it. If you don't want that many mushrooms, that's fine too. It's up to you. Okay, let's just get these stirred in together. And what these stay in there, and just mushrooms are going to start sweating a little bit, so we just want to leave them in there, and we're going to let them start sweating. Ready to start adding some other stuff. The other stuff, let's get our minced garlic ready. I just recently started using this garlic, and I love it because it's like my fingers don't get stinky, and it's just easy just to grab it out of the refrigerator and dip out what I want, throw it in, and it's ready to go. It just saves me a lot of time, so I really do like that. I'm only going to do, let's do that's a teaspoon. Let's do a teaspoon of it. I like some garlic to my stuff. So let's do 1 teaspoon. Okay. Let's swirl this around in there a little bit. It's already looking good, smelling good. Okay, and this is where the recipe really varied in a lot of different people. So I'm going to be using 2 cups of broth. Beef broth, that's what I'm putting in. I'm going to use 2 cups of that, which is 1 can, okay? And I got that Better Than Bouillon stuff, but I got it in the chicken, so I had this can left, and so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and use this up. And the reason I tear that off is because when I have to use my can opener, if I don't tear that off, my can opener sometimes gets that labeling in my stuff, and I don't like that, so I just ripped the labeling off a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to kind of stir, and I'm going to kind of loosen up the stuff that was on the bottom. Make sure we don't have a burn, get a burn notice on this. All right, so we got that going. All right, and then I am going to also add some water. I've got 3 cups here. Let's do maybe half of that. That's about a cup. Yeah, we'll stay right there with that. Okay, and this is where a lot of people put like all their spices and all that kind of stuff. I have one of these, so I am going to just stick one of these in there, and we're going to see how this goes. I had already bought this since before I got my, well, no, I had gotten my InstantPot, but I didn't even think about doing this in my InstantPot. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle my Stroganoff mixed stuff in there. It's got spices in there already, and I've already salted and peppered my meat. So I'm hoping, and then I've got some garlic in there too. Stir it up in there really nice. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and put another thing of water in there. We're going to just keep putting more water so it doesn't get too thick, because I don't want to have it too thick right away. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better. Okay, now we're going to dump our meat back in. Stir that up. Alright guys, and we're ready to close this up. I'm going to give you a look real quick, a look-see real quick here, and show you what it looks like in the pot. That's what it all looks like. Okay, let me get it all closed up and ready to go. We're going to cancel our saute, and we're going to get the lid put on. Hear the music, and you know it's ready. We're going to make sure we're set to sealing and not venting, which we are. And then we're going to pressure cook, and we're going to go up to 12 minutes on this. And that's it. And we're going to wait until it's done. So we'll be back in 12 minutes, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. I let it do a natural release for about 10 minutes, and then, well, about more like 11 minutes. And then I went ahead and flipped it and did a quick release, and then it really, took like another couple minutes. So the pin is just dropped, so we don't want to open the lid unless the pin's dropped. It's a drop, so let's open it up and let's see what we got. I really am wanting to check the meat. That's what I want to check more than anything, is make sure that meat's good and done, and I want it tender. I like my meat really, really tender. So let's see what we got here. Okay, let's find a good sized piece of meat. It's a good size. Okay. It's pretty good. Let's see if it's as tender as I want it. I really don't think it is. It's more tender than I thought. I think it's good. Got good flavor. I think it's good. Okay, so now we're going to do our noodles. I'm going to open this up. We're going to have this one. And you guys, I don't know where they have these all over the United States, because I just noticed these are actually made in Middlebury, Indiana, which is not very far from where I live. It's like, I don't know, 15-20 minute drive from where I live. So, yeah, this may not even be an option. I know they have these in Florida at the Dutchman Essen House thing down there, restaurant there, and I probably in Shipshawana here in Indiana, but I don't know if they sell these. They do sell these at Walmart, but I don't know if they sell them at other grocery stores or not. So yeah, if you can get a hold of these, try them, see what you think, because they are. I love them. They're just like my favorite noodles. But then again, you know, I kind of grew up on that type of noodle. And I'm gonna do the whole bag. I hate doing like a partial bag and then it sits in my cabinet and then I worry about not getting it actually done, you know, using it. So let me get my spoon. Okay, let's get these all in the, let's all stir it up. Okay. And I'm thinking I'm going to probably need a little bit more water, so I already got some water here. Let's pour another cup in and see how we're doing here with that. I think that's good. It's pretty much submerged. I think that's good. Okay, and then we are going to cancel again, and we're going to put our lid back on. And we're going to put our back on sealing and not venting. And we're going to go... I wonder what this thing does. Oh, it just does that. We're going to go 4 minutes. Okay? So we're going to do another pressure cook for 4 minutes with the noodles, and we'll be back after that. Okay, we're back, and we got this noodles. They're done now. I'll show you. It looks really, really good. All right, we got a few more ingredients to put in, and then we're done. We're going to have some yummy, yummy beef stroganoff. We're going to let it cool down a little bit. We're going to just keep it on the keep warm setting is what it's on now. And so we're just going to let it continue to cool down a little bit more, and then we're going to be adding some other items. It's not like really boiling or anything, so I think we might be okay to go ahead and put in the sour cream. To be honest, I think I want a little bit more juices in there, so I'm going to add another cup of water real quick. And yeah, I like a lot of saucy stuff, and since it's going to be just me eating on it, it's going to probably get thicker and thicker as the days go on, because you know I'll be eating this off and on for the whole week. So let's just add a little bit more water. Another cup there. Oh yeah, that looks better. Okay, now we're going to add in 1 cup of your sour cream. And let's get that all in there. I might add a little bit more actually because I love that sour cream taste. Let's put in maybe another half a cup. Let's just throw in a little bit more there. You don't have to do that, but if you want to, you know, like I said before, these recipes, you know, make them your own. You know, do what you like, and everybody has different tastes and what they like, what they don't like, and maybe some of the things I'm doing right now you don't like, but I definitely do. So, oh, okay. Now let's kind of start stirring that in a little bit. Okay, I've never tried this before, but we're going to try this cream cheese in there too. I heard this is really yummy. This is a little over 5 ounces because I had this in the refrigerator and I just want to use it up. So let's put that in there too. And let's just get it all to melt into that yummy sauce. Take a little bit to get that cream cheese in there. Okay, let that soak in there, or we're going to leave that in there for a minute. I'm going to take my dishes over here and kind of clean this up a little bit, get the sour cream put away. Now I'll melt that down a little bit. Melt that down a little bit while we wait on that. We'll clean up just a little bit. I don't want to pause you again because I would like to get this done. And let me get me a little something, little container to try this, or get a little bowl so we can try this out here too. Once that gets melted, let me get a fork. So I'm anxious to try this and see how it's going to turn out and taste, to be honest. So I got this. Okay, maybe I need to cancel that and put that on saute just to heat it up enough to get that all melt down. Not melting down very good. Some of it is, but some of it isn't. There's a noodle right there in the way. It's pretty good. I might have to add a little bit more salt, but so let's get that melted, and when it's melted, we'll take a test when we come back. Okay, guys, we're back, and this is what our final product looks like. I just switched it over to the warm setting, and let's get some out and let's taste it. It looks really yummy. I hope it tastes just as good as it looks. This would be so good, like over like some mashed potatoes. And it's kind of soupy. It does have a little bit of soupiness to it, but I kind of like a lot of sauce. So let's try it. You could do it over rice. You could do it over potatoes. You can eat it just like this. Really, let's let it cool off a little bit. That's what it looks like, guys. I'm not doing a whole bowl here because I don't want to eat a whole bowl at this point. But gotta get a taste here real quick for you guys. Right, don't like me eating. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's good. Mm. That's good. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's really good. Mm. And that meat is just so tender. It's just falling apart. Mm. I love this stuff. It's got some good flavor, but it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit bland. So next time, I may use 2 of those Stroganoff mixes. And maybe an onion mushroom soup mix as well. Just to punch up some flavor in it. It's good. And it's not bland bland, but it's a little bland. So I think I would punch that up a little bit. But that turned out pretty good. So I'm going to get off of here. You guys have a wonderful day. And I'm going to keep on cooking because I got some more stuff to cook for the week. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Love you guys.